In the previous video, we have discussed the following derivative: y equal to x to the power m, where m is some integer, positive integer that can take the values. So we have considered, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And if you want, you can also extend it to 0. If you think about the possibility that m can take the value 0, that's a simple case, because x to the power 0 would be equal to 1, and the derivative of a constant would be equal to 0. So if you think about it, the derivative of x to the power m with respect to x, we calculate it to be m x to the power m minus 1. So if m is equal to 0, for example, here we would get a 0. And in here we would get some function. So you can think that this formula holds also for m equal to 0 in some sense, but we have to be a little bit more precise. And I will not get into technical details. So if you think that m can take the value 0, in some sense, in here you indeed get 0 when you take the derivative. But that's not something that is worth discussing here. I would also like to discuss, always in this lecture, the fact that we can consider y equal to x to the power 1 over m, for example. So is there a similar rule? And the answer is yes. We can find that the derivative with respect to x of x to the power 1 over m, and for now we'll assume that this is a positive integer, this is equal to 1 over m x to the power 1 over m minus 1. So how can we prove something like this? This is something that we will also use in the subsequent lecture. In particular, you can erase both sides of this equation here to the power m. So if you do so, you have y to the power m equal to x. So it will be x to the power m over m if we use the properties of exponentials, and that's of course equal to x. For now, let's not focus on the domain of such functions. We assume that we are considering the expressions in their domain of validity for simplicity. Now, at this point, this is a function that we can consider as a function of y. So we have x expressed as a function of y, which is y to the power m. And we can take the derivative of the function x with respect to y. And the usual formula gives us m times y to the power m minus 1, right? Now, at this point, let me rewrite this expression by multiplying both sides by dy over dx. So I will also multiply this by dy over dx. And with a little bit of simplification that mathematically is not very rigorous, but in here it works, we can simplify this dy with this dy and this dx with this dx. And we can take this expression to the left. So we can write 1 over m, and then we have y to the power minus m plus 1. So it's like multiplying both sides by this expression, and this will allow us to get rid of this, basically. So this is equal to dy over dx. And if we start from this expression, remember that this is equivalent to y equal to x to the power 1 over m, right? So in here, this is like taking the derivative with respect to x of x to the power 1 over m. And we can also replace the value for y in here, because y is equal to x to the power 1 over m. So we can write 1 over m. Here we have x to the power 1 over m to the power minus m plus 1, and this is equal to 1 over m, x to the power 1 over m minus 1. And this is equal to the derivative with respect to x of x to the power 1 over m. So basically, this kind of mathematics allowed us to prove the formula that we wanted to prove, in particular, this formula here. So basically, we have shown that the same formula holds even if we have a ratio of this kind. So if we have an exponent of the kind 1 over integer, in this case 1 over positive integer. In the next video, we will generalize this expression here to hold for negative integers as well, and that will transfer to this formula here as well. And subsequently, we will also do a similar proof when we have a ratio of natural numbers, or if you want a ratio of integers, so they can be either positive or negative integers. And after that, we can discuss why this can also transfer to real numbers, to the reals. So one thing at a time. This result will be used in the subsequent video, and we will also use, of course, the formula that you see here. We will also recall it, and therefore we will move on from here.